Yeah. Hi. Hi, this is Antonio CALANNA, and you're watching Fresh Roasted Metal.
Okay, now let's do it with both of you.
I love it.
All right, so
hi guys, this is Antonio CALANNA
and TETZEL
from All for Metal,
and you're watching Fresh Roasted Metal.
Yes.
All right, that's it. There you go.
Long ago, a hero has arrived. A giant as strong as 30 men. A demigod amongst mortals.
Saga of glory and of fame. His power is unrivaled, and mighty is his name. He's born a living legend. He's higher than the tower, the ground shakes as he walks. His laughter rolls like thunder, two-handed is his sword. He's born a living legend.
Of power. A mountain of power. They call me Mountain of Power.
A mountain of power, harder than steel.
Hey, what's up, guys? We are back. It is Fresh Roasted Metal. How the hell are you all doing? Philip, how are you doing? Everybody, welcome Philip to the show.
Hey, I'm doing very well today.
And everybody say hello to Brown Sugar, the birthday girl. This is her birthday today.
Woo, birthday!
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
All right,
Happy
and now,
birthday.
guys, once again, we are pleased and very fucking stoked to have back our family, All for Metal. Welcome back, All for Metal.
Yeah, thank you again for the invitation. We're always pleased to be part of your channel and to be always part of your life, because I mean, for me, it's really important to keep connection with the people that believed in our band since the very beginning. I still remember in October when you've done the first reaction video to All for Metal, and we'll never forget about it. Even in 1 year and 2 years, when we're gonna be in the main stage back, and then you're always gonna.
Yeah, just remember us down there. Just remember us down here, man. Hey, TETZEL, welcome to the show. This is TETZEL's first time. We finally got you here, man.
Great to be here. Thank you for the invitation. And yeah, I'm really glad that we could make it just a couple of days before our next show. And of course, a couple of days before our album release, highly anticipated as well. And we're really, really stoked and excited, and really, really happy that we are able to release the album on the 7th of July.
Oh, 7-7.
Hell yeah, man. Now that's the reason that we're here, man, is to talk about this record. But before we get there, let's have a repeat of the videos, shall we?
Oh yeah.
You know?
Sure, yeah.
You guys put a lot of hard work into these videos, man. Now there's a total of what? 4? Was it 3 or 4?
6.
Yeah.
6. Already 6.
Man, see? Okay, so you got 6, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And this actually the 7th is coming on the 7th of July, 777. The 7 music videos coming out right on time for the album.
You guys, man.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Planning. That's planning. I love it.
Okay, so if you guys are doing all these videos, man, again, like I told Antonio, but where are you sleeping, man? When are you sleeping? Where you guys are always working, man.
I know.
How do you get this done?
Well, we have the big chance and the great support by our label, actually, that is helping us to put a lot of things together. We are organizing a lot of things, but they are helping us to finance a lot of things so that we can basically kind of live the dream, at least insofar that we can create this vision of this band, and that we are able to do so many video shoots. We did basically the first time we did was a whole week where we did 3 videos. Then we did like another week where we also did 3 videos, actually, the Legends Never Die and the Mountain of Power, and then the Fury of the Gods, which was kind of a live performance video, which we also did in the same week, but like 600 kilometers in a different direction. This is a huge distance for European people. I know for you guys, like 600 kilometers, like 400 miles. That's not very far.
Oh,
for us, that's far.
That's still far.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a lot of work. Then we did another 2 videos. One of those is coming out the 7th of July. And yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of planning. It's involving a lot of people, because we actually try to deliver videos that kind of go into this fictional Conan the Barbarian style world that All for Metal also occupies. And we try to do it with scenery and extras and a lot of planning to the details, and a lot of emphasis on real locations, which is actually a lot harder to do than just putting up a green screen nowadays, which I don't really like, because a lot of bands, from at least from my view, don't put in that kind of effort, and we really try to stand out like that. I mean, in a sense, I feel that the people don't really recognize it that much when they consume it. I really hope that the people will open their eyes up and see, okay, well, these guys are doing real videos. Like, it's not a green screen and then some budget CGI shit, but we're trying with props, with extras, with everything you can imagine.
Yeah, man, and big shout out to you guys for that too, because that's one of the things. It's hard, when you're for us doing everything do it yourself, man. It's a lot of time and effort, and the things that we grew up on were the real locations. Going to places and having that come through, through the screen, man, and you get to see these beautiful places, and it is different. I mean, they do good work with CGI, but you can still tell it's CGI. At least right now you can.
It's feeling, you know what I mean? And it makes it just that much more authentic, because back when we were growing up, that's what everyone was into. It was Dungeons and Dragons, and it was, all of these type of things where it was, you had Conan, you had Xena, you had all kinds of things that was out, right? And everything just kind of wrapped around the fantasy world, which is cool as shit, and it's not taken advantage of as much as it should be.
Yeah,
it's a twist, it's a different perspective, and it makes you guys super unique.
Yeah,
and I fucking love what you do.
Yeah,
and you both have that chemistry where it is extremely believable, and with your extras, and now you've added dancers, and it's just a whole production. It's beautiful. It makes it just you kind of just go inside and you're like, oh shit, I'm caught up in this for a moment,
Yeah,
I love it.
What's cool is the first time we talked to Antonio, I think that's one of the times we had talked about, the being into the big productions and giving people something to go see, which is what we all love. All of us love that, and being going to a show and taking the whole show in, man, and just having that experience. Yeah. And again, man, thank you guys for doing this, man, because I know it's a tough thing sometimes. I know it's a rough thing, but at the end of the day, man, the payoff is these festivals, man, for you guys. And so yeah, I can't wait. I want to talk about some of these concerts in a minute, but Philip, I'm gonna throw it over to you, man.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. First, just finally glad to be here. Antonio, I'm the one, Philip, who was poking you, saying, oh, I'm going to be there at the next one. And the last one, I couldn't be there. So I'm super excited to be here with both of you guys. This is great stuff. First, Tetzel, I want to say, I love that you said the word stoked, because I feel that's a word I want to bring back. So the word stoked we're bringing that back. when you said it, we're just stoked. I was like, I love it. Even across in Europe, they're saying stoked. I can do this. I can do this. Bring it back. So, but just with you guys, you were talking about the sets and the sceneries, and it is one, as the individual artist, you get to envelop yourself in the scenery, where with the green screens, you can see it doesn't come through. And I don't want to refer to, but there's the Star Wars series when they did too much CGI back, and it was just not believable, because the actors even said you can't get into it when you're just in a room in front of people and you're trying to do a scene, but when you're in a surrounding, it's easier to interpret your art. So great stuff of what you guys do there. But just where you guys are going with this is just, I know you guys put in a lot of work, a lot of time, Antonio working out, but just really, really appreciate it. I was the kid who, I loved Man of War when I first heard them. And as a kid, I was like, you know what? I wish someone would make a play, like a sound play, and use songs where they did this whole theatrical version, but on stage, but using the songs from those type of songs. And like, you guys interpret that in your videos. It's very, very cool. And I appreciate that, what you guys are doing. So looking forward to when you guys are going to tour, and hopefully you'll be here in the States and in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Fingers are definitely crossing.
I just want to add one thing, because sometimes I'm complaining with TETZEL. I'm like, my God, these real videos are super difficult to shoot, because we have to go against the weather. We have to freeze our ass off. We got a lot of, and then at the end, when we get these incredible videos, but then the outcome, when the audience doesn't receive the video as people are receiving CGI's video. Yeah. So at the end, we find ourselves, we've frozen our ass off in a mountain of power video. It was really incredible, difficult, like, because due to the weather. And then in the end, we still didn't get even 300,000 views on that videos. And then in the next videos that we are gonna release in the middle of September, we literally soaked our panties in mud and rain. It was the most difficult thing I ever shoot in my life. And I really hope that it's gonna come across, because it was fucking
a lot of work. Yeah.
And then I'm always saying to TETZEL, maybe we should do something a little bit easier, because actually the audience sometimes don't get the difficulties that we are going through to shoot these videos. So
yeah.
So no, believe me, we do.
Yeah, hey,
you can see it. It's authentic. You can feel it.
Yeah, it is. Hey, can you guys take us through the band, the touring band, the members, with each member of the new band? Because we haven't really met anybody yet, and so we thought we'd give you guys a chance to introduce the band.
Okay, so of course, I mean, the two of us are pretty obvious, Antonio and me. And then we have on guitars, we have actually two awesome guitarists. It's also a pretty funny story, because in the first bunch of videos we did, we had a different guitarist, but she had other commitments, and then she said, okay, well, Alpha Metal is getting too much, too big, too fast. Let's do something different. And we were on the lookout for someone else. And basically, so we have Yassi, JJ's one girl band, also on YouTube. She's doing a lot of work on covers and guitar riffs, and also doing live streams and stuff. And she's super cute, super awesome, super sweet, and great guitarist as well. And we just asked her. We just asked. So basically, the production just was, okay, let's ask her. Maybe she wants to play with us. And she was like, hell yeah, let's do it. So it's really, really awesome. And she's totally committed to rocking with us, which is absolutely great. Ursula was coming our way through a mutual friend with Antonio, actually. Maybe he can tell more about that.
I knew that for our live shows, we needed another guitarist. So they are both a lead and rhythm guitarist. So they are just exchange parts. So there's not like a lead guitarist and rhythm guitarist.
Right.
So we were looking for a second guitar, an additional guitar player in our band. And then talking with my friend, I got to know Ursula, and she tried out the songs. She was really, she just nailed it. And then we were like, wow, great. So we got another female guitarist. That's great. Because for us, it was always the most important thing. It was the music part. And then when we got the opportunity to take also a girl on board, we took two birds with one stone. So great.
I love that.
Very cool. Very cool.
They're it feels good. You know what I'm saying? It feels like they complete the band. It's
that's very cool.
It's such
very
a great,
cool.
great match.
Very
I love
cool.
it.
All right. Who's next?
Yeah, then there is our masked guys, the drummer and the bass player. Yeah, they are not really that mysterious. They're great musicians as well. So it's Flo. He's also playing for a German crossover metal band called the Butcher Sisters. Yeah, it's basically rap and metal, and nothing is serious they do. It's like it's a lot of fun, but it's in German, so they don't take themselves seriously in any way.
Yeah,
so
I love that.
it's really funny, really great stuff. And this kind of, I think he impersonates this kind of jester in All For Metal in the videos and in this character that he's kind of putting on stage, basically. And then there's Life, our drummer. He has played for dozens of bands, basically, and he also has a couple of his own projects. I think he has like 2 solo projects, more or less, or where he's writing all the songs and stuff. So he's a very talented musician. He can play a multitude of instruments, of course the drums very well, and he's also a great singer. which is really cool. So yeah, that kind of completes the band. And then, as you mentioned, there's also our dancers, and Antonio took care of that. I don't know if you've ever talked about that, which is also amazing because we want to put on a show. This is something you already mentioned and you already saw, which is really good, because yeah, of course, there's a lot of great bands out there. There's bands very well musically versed. They know what they do. They can play great stuff on the instruments and whatever. But for us, it was very important to get to another level right from the start. Not be a band in a jeans and a t-shirt, or not even just in an outfit. So everything we wanted to put up was to take in, or is there to take in the experience with the audience together. So we have a couple of light stuff that we bought, like even far out from our first show ever, and all the banners, and of course the dancers that add to the songs. And Antonio is working really hard because Christina, she's his girlfriend, and they are working hard together to ever increase elements for the show, to have more gimmicks and and props, basically, to make the live show even more of an experience, which is awesome.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Love it. Entertaining.
There's a short story. We were at the festival. After we played, everyone was super amazed by the performance, and afterwards we had 1 hour of autographs, and where people coming over. Then afterwards we were watching some other bands, and I was with the other 2 showgirls, and we were sitting in the audience and watching the show, and people came by to have pictures with me or with the girls. And then at some point a dude came to me, gave me the camera. He sat in between the 2 girls and asked me, "So can you take a picture of me and the girls?"
Who cares for the singer anyways?
Well, you might have looked at him differently.
Push the vocalist out of the way, get to the dancers.
Well, he could have just asked for you and not the dancers, which would have been kind of weird too.
Sorry, what?
Oh, I just said he could have asked just for a picture of you and not the pretty girls. That could have been
yeah, man. So, hey, guys, so this has been a long, kind of a long process for you guys, man. How TETZEL, since it's your first time, man, how was it for you when you finished this album, man, when it was completed?
Yeah, it's a very good question. It's a very interesting question, because for us, there's no break. We are working on the second album as we speak. We have the release date for the second album lined up. We are planning new video shoots. We are planning everything for the next year. So for us, it's just like, okay, we're going to wrap this up. Let's see. We have some hopes for the performance of the album. And of course, we kind of use this album as a stepping stone for all the stuff to build upon. So basically, we're going on our first European tour, September and October, with Windrose and Seven Kingdoms, which is coming up. And then we're going to check what we can do maybe January, February, like in winter. And then we will see if there's time. I don't think we will go on another tour before summer, because then there's the festival season starting again.
Right.
And then there's actually the second album and hopefully more tours. So basically for us, it didn't end at any point, at least for me, in my personal feeling. It's just there's no cut.
Yeah, you guys are doing the Iron Maiden shit. That's what they used to do, man. They just kept going and going and going, man. It's kind of like the old school way.
I mean, I think that's the way to do it right now. So we try to get as many eyes as possible on us, on the videos, as many ears as possible to listen to the music. And I think from our standpoint, and also from the label, where I'm really in awe how things worked out, because I don't think there's anything they could have done more to promote the album. Like we did 8 music videos. The 7th is coming out. We have 1 more prepared, and so I don't think there's anything more they can do. We had so many interviews, written interviews, also like we are doing right now, like video calls and stuff, which is just great. So there's no complaint from my side at all. And we have seen, which is also a little interesting background story, because we had the chance to work with Elephant Production, which is basically a big producer in Germany. And they have produced some of the most relevant hit things the past 25 years, basically. And so parallel to us, they were working with other artists as well. And so you talk and you just see, okay, what happens. And then you have someone who's signed to Sony, and then you look at what happens with them and you feel like nothing happens. And you're like, but this is fucking Sony. They should be all over the place, all over the news, all over the headlines. But no, nothing is happening. And this is so when you see this, and then you look at your own label work and what everybody's putting in and committing, then you realize, well, this is kind of the best you can have as an artist. So we're really, really happy.
Yeah.
And grateful, very grateful.
Very cool. That's awesome, man. The size of your band, man, are you guys just going to stay like festival, or can you scale this thing down to where you would get into arenas? Or are you just planning on like festivals?
We will see where it gets us. I mean, the tour we're playing is going to be club tour with like bigger club venues up to about 1,000 people.
Okay, so you are going to play clubs.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That.
Okay,
Awesome.
That's cool. That's cool for us. We like that.
Absolutely, yeah. And then we'll just see what happens. I mean, touring super huge venues, or even what you say, stadiums or whatever, might take a couple of years.
Hey, man, if you guys just keep on, look where you guys are at now, man. And it's very cool that the label is behind you guys, man. I know
100%.
All the times we've talked with Antonio, man, he's always been super fucking positive, you know, about this band and about the direction that you guys are going. And it's cool for us, man, because we got to talk to you from the very beginning, and now we're getting to see you guys grow, man. It's fucking cool as shit for us. It's a really, really good thing, man.
Yeah.
I completely agree with TETZEL. The label couldn't do anything more than what they've done. But I think what is going to change our future is going to be the live shows. Already after the first live show that we had a month ago, we could have seen already the sales that just rose up like this. Boom! Wow. We sold albums after that, and we had a lot of good feedbacks on our social media. So for now, it's out of the label's hands. Now it's in our hands. So we have to play good, We have to bring the show, we have to entertain the people, and then the audience, the people, they are gonna give us a lot back. I'm quite sure about it. And in 3 months from now, when the tourney is gonna be over, then we're gonna stand in completely another planet. I'm quite sure about that.
Dude, I feel like in Europe, from the things that we see here, man, I just feel like your band is just going to be one of those fucking just legendary bands.
Absolutely.
Because you guys have that spirit of fucking metal. Like we said the first time I met you, you have the spirit of the metal. So people, especially in Europe, man, you guys get all the best shit over there, man. Like American, I mean, we have some festivals here and there, but you guys get the best shit, man. And that's why I think that I know it's going to happen, man, because you guys are already doing it, man. You guys are just going to get bigger and bigger until you are the kings of Wacken one day, man. That shit's coming, man. That shit's coming, dude. You can see, because you guys, this is all you do is live this stuff.
Absolutely.
You know, and you're good at it. You're very good at this stuff, man.
Absolutely.
I want to talk about a little bit more of the live, man. Let's talk about more of the live shows. How is that setting up for, you know, getting everybody prepared for that, for a live show, man? How much time and what goes into that?
This is an incredible job to do, because we are people from different countries, basically, and we try to work as much as possible and coordinate everything through Zoom meetings and emails. The crew, we are not just a band. We're not just 5 people going on a festival or on tourney. We are already 12 people, and there's already a little production. So we are 12 people that need to be organized. And since we have also the girls, it's not just a matter of playing good. It's also a matter of standing on the right spot in the right moment and give to the show the right movement. It's a story that we want to tell on stage. And if it's not, if we don't set things, then it's not gonna work on stage. It's like putting pyros on stage. Right. If you stand in the wrong spot, you're gonna die.
Yeah. Right. You get James Hetfield. Yeah, that was bad.
It's not like this. But then we have. We used to say in Italian. We say in Italian, Rome wasn't built in one day. So every week and every show, we are trying to bring something new. So a brick, and we are gonna build a huge castle. Within the end of the year, we're gonna have already a nice stronghold, and next year is gonna be great.
So what was that? What was the first show that you guys did completely as the first show you guys did at a festival?
We played in Pilsen a month ago. It was a festival in front of 10,000 people, which is not bad if you think that it was our first show.
Yeah. How did that go?
Yeah. How'd that feel?
How'd it go?
We were super nervous. And we had to think about thousand things that had to work in that moment. And we had just 15 minutes to change over with the band that played before us. So the good thing is also we didn't play as first, even if it was our very first show. So we didn't open the festival. We played after a while. So we get also the audience in a good mood, because it was the first day of the festival. So everyone was already there since the first band that was playing. Something that doesn't happen when you play second or third day, because people are already tired and they don't come at 12 or at 1 to watch a band. We were, all the crew knew we were trying to create this bond, but we cannot force to create a bond and a feeling between people, because it's something that comes with the time. But we have to rush things in order to make it work. And we had a couple of technical problems, but the audience really liked the show, because we brought something that in metal music it's difficult to find. It's difficult to find because it's difficult to produce. If you think that we have 12 people, 6 musicians, 2 showgirls, we have show elements, and if you think about this, in a normal production would cost already 10,000 euros per show. And we were able to put it in a really small boxes of the budget that we have, and which is already amazing for a band to bring this kind of show on stage. And people really appreciated that. And people were coming to us and they say, guys, this was the best show of the day. It's going to end.
That's the payoff, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
Of course,
The
that's
other,
brilliant.
the other side, musically, we have to improve a lot, but it's something that is going to come with time, and we are really working about it. There were some technical issues, but our rock and roll mood just overcame all the shitty things.
Yeah, right the fuck on, man.
Boom, this is fucking awful metal.
Yeah.
And it was something that was really incredible. Sorry, Antonio.
On the 7th,
people-
there were a lot of issues, and there was gonna be amazing show.
Yeah. So like it's going to be a huge step up from the first show. In just 5 days, we're going to play, and it's going to be a lot different and a lot better from a lot of aspects as well. And it's also a lot bigger festival. I mean, it's 25,000 people now. So
Wow.
so that's actually our first. We're the first 3 shows. This was Metal Fest Pilsen with about 10,000. Now it's going to be Rock Hearts, about 25. And then the third one is going to be Wacken, which is 100K. This is so crazy just to think of that. Yeah. So this is actually exciting as well. I've been doing this stuff for about 15 years now. We've played Rock Hearts with Asenblut, but we've never played Wacken. So let's see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But I wanted to add something else which was absolutely mind-boggling to me. The people were singing along the songs that are out there on the videos, and the people were and they were not faking it. I saw it and I heard it. They were singing along with the chorus, and it was just incredible. Absolutely awesome. I was like, how the fuck do these people already know the lyrics?
It's so
I forget
It's
the fucking
authentic,
lyrics.
man. Yeah, because it's real.
Mhm.
People know what's real shit. You know, like I said, you guys have the guys have the metal spirit, so
Yes.
naturally people are going to be drawn to that, man. And they know when people are faking it and when they're not. I think it's awesome, man, that you guys that this production is just, man, it feels like a theater production.
Exactly. It's like
Yeah,
a nice little, that's like a mini musical theater. It's genius.
That's
I
what I
love
It's like
that.
metal
what I was
Fiddler on the
saying.
Roof type shit, man.
Yeah, I'm coming from there, so I'm trying to bring all the experience that I have from there and to bring it on stage. But I mean, you can see the bigger bands than ours, like Powerwolf, Sabaton, and all these bands. They bring a show on stage. This is really theatrical, and this is actually where is metal is going towards in these days. So power metal and metal is going towards that direction, and we are following that direction because we know that it's going to be successful. And on top of it, we have a lot of fun doing this
Yeah.
thing.
And that shows.
We're not just pretending to we have to do this because this is the way. No, we are having a lot of fun doing this, and on top of it is a successful way. So we are just pursue this path.
I love
Yeah, 100%. And I also think, even as a fan, it's somewhat a thing that you tend to expect, not like a huge production or a theater production style, but at least some effort. The prices that, just because how the world has developed, now for currently for a ticket to any fucking show. You cannot be the band with a jeans and t-shirt and just play your songs, it was fine 20 years ago.
Right.
But now people pay, even for like an underground show, you pay $20, $25. That's not, you cannot just stand there and play a couple of songs. They might work, but then you cannot complain when there's only 25 people showing up, you know? This is the thing. So you have to put in some effort. You, as an artist, in my experience, you always have to go the extra mile. If you don't go the fucking extra mile, don't expect your art to be appreciated. That's just how I feel. I mean, it's the same in any kind of job or occupation. You have to work your ass off, or you won't make it anywhere. if you're not like incredibly lucky or whatever. But from my experience, luck happens to those who kind of create those opportunities. Yeah, you create those by working.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, I want to ask you a question on this line, if I could. You've been doing this how long? You said 15 years?
Yeah.
All right. So I know there's been times when I'm trying to meet goals and things like that, man, I get so fucking just frustrated, man. And sometimes things will come in, doubts will come in and things like that. Man, how do you keep your mind focused? How do you keep your mind focused?
For me personally, there has to be kind of a balance between expectations, effort, and reality. So with my other band, which is melodic death metal, I've never had the expectance of making a living of that. If I get to play 20 or so shows a year and I get to see a lot of cool venues, a lot of cool festivals, that's actually, and the band kind of is paying itself, because you always put in a lot of money into a band is basically a sinkhole for money. Then it's already very, very well working for me as just kind of a hobby musician. With All for Metal, it's a little bit different, of course. The expectations that we have are a lot bigger, and we put in a lot more effort. And I think this is kind of where it has to balance. But also sometimes I personally my mind tends to gallop away, and I'm like, well, we've done this, and that should be the outcome, and then you have to kind of dial back and just think, okay, well, Rome wasn't built in a day. Let's take it step by step, go slowly, and don't expect too much. And yeah, this is just how it's working. I think one day after the other, and one show after the other. So you have to have this basically like three. For me personally, it's like, I repeat this sentence a lot. It's like three things. You have like big long-term goals, then something kind of in let's see where we are in 5 years. Where do I want to be in 5 years with All for Metal? Let's see. How many albums are we going to put out? What shows are we going to play? Something like that. Then we have like the midterm, which is already the next album, which is for me, I'm already thinking about conceptually about the next album, about outfit upgrades, because we don't want to change. We don't want to be the band that completely like overthrows everything they've done and just do a new gimmick. That's not what we're going to do. What we're going to do is kind of improve on what we have already. So that's the intermediate thing. What can we do? And this is already the work you're starting to do right now. And then there's like the short term. How's it going to work next weekend? We're going to play. How's the show going to be? Are we going to have a great time? Sell a couple of CDs, sell a couple of T-shirts, have fun with the audience, and let's see how many technical problems we encounter again. All this, and just get this done. So this is kind of this 3 steps that you have to take. And then, yeah, of course, I mean, for us in Germany, we also have the Billboard charts, and yeah, of course, we want to chart as high as possible. We'll see.
Man, I can't wait for this, man. Is there any kind of hint that you guys could be coming over this way?
No, not yet. Absolutely not.
Not
Sadly,
yet.
not. No, not yet.
How long must we wait, guys? How long must we wait?
We'll just have to go there.
Let's be realistic about it. I don't think we're gonna make it within the lifespan of the first album, like the lifespan,
right.
till the second one.
Right.
I don't see us coming over in the next 12 months. On the other hand, anything can happen. We're playing the tour with Seven Kingdoms. They are a US band.
Florida, great band.
Maybe they need another band to support in the United States with whoever, Sabaton, Powerwolf, whatever. Maybe. I mean, we definitely have a great booking agency. Decibel Touring is absolutely amazing. They're very, very deep in the business. If there's any slight opening, they will fucking make sure to take it for us.
Let's hope, man.
I know.
Let's hope.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Well, actually, just wanted to. So, just this is where mine goes. Is so, are you becoming, because there's so much support from the label, and I look at, was there a plan with the band AFM on the record, All for Metal? Is that going to be AFM presents AFM? Is that going to be a shirt that's going to come out? So, yeah, just was a little thing. But so when you guys are prepping to also, do you guys sit down, just the two of you, or you're with the whole team when you guys are deciding to create your videos? And so you have the words and that, then you have what you want to present, right? And then do you talk with how does that start? Like you said, your girlfriend works with this and that. How does she work with then? I mean, how does the communication go? I mean, I understand you guys make decisions, but is there involvement with the whole team? Is how it's made, or is it just kind of you guys are the final say on what you feel in your vision?
Since they are the ones that put the money in it, so we can just give suggestions, and then we just do a lot of brainstorming, and we try to go through the direction where everyone is happy. Okay. Just trying to stay in the cost, so we can ask also for a real dragon for the next album, for the next tour. But then,
I love that.
Castle.
Yeah.
Castle.
Yeah, but then we have to face the reality that is the label that is gonna put a limit for how much we can spend. But then the thing that is for free in our life is basically a piece of paper and a pen. So just when we use this, with creativity, we can do whatever we want. And then creativity combined with budget, then it's something incredible. And for us, we have a lot of creativity. We are trying to stay down with a lot with costs, but still trying to put a really nice show up, because as I was saying before, a normal show like the one that we're bringing on stage would cost literally 10,000 euros per show, and we are not spending this money.
It's the same in dollar, by the way. it's
wow.
I believe that.
Wow.
10K, yeah.
But then with creativity and with commitment, we are able to put down these costs a lot, especially in hiring people from Italy, which cost us way less. But it's like this. So we are trying to put as many creativity inputs to the label, but then they're always gonna decide if they take this or not, and we cannot complain because we are not putting our own money on it, so we are not our own producer.
The dragon can come later.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit of a back and forth, but sometimes there has to be a final say, and the boss is the boss of the label, and he says, okay, well, we make a cut here, no discussions anymore, this is the decision, and then it's fine. But this is how we deal with it, and it's good, I think, because if someone is making the decisions, there's also someone taking the responsibility. For sure. And this is much better than like 10 people throwing back and forth the decision and the responsibility as well. Yeah. So if things go right, he has the responsibility. If things go wrong, we can say, I hate to say I told you so, but it was your decision, and he will say it was my decision. It's all fine, you know. And also two more things. There's been a lot of real castles in our videos. The first videos, first three videos were shot in two ancient German castles. When you see the Bonn Valhalla video, when I'm entering this huge hallway with the light, this is the real entrance to a huge castle, and the hallway we're feasting is the Rittersaal, the Knights Hall of the castle. So it's a real ancient castle, like 1,500-year-old castle.
How did that feel? How was that energy? Because I'm sure, like, just walking into that, there had to be some kind of like, wow, you know, that just
It's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, we have where I live in Germany, we have a lot of castles. We have a lot of ancient castles in the Harz Mountains. I love it. It's beautiful. We have a lot of medieval fairs and stuff also there, so you can visit. And it's always a piece of history. Of course, yeah. And also with the name, even though it's kind of a joke question, I don't know if Antonio's told you the story about the name, because the band was unnamed for a while. Of course, it wasn't like Antonio and I, we didn't come together and say, like, this is the band, but we were talking about concepts and talking with the producers and writing a couple of songs, and then, okay, let's try it out. And so it took actually a while, a couple of months, and we were throwing back and forth ideas for names. And yeah, then actually, because the label was so committed to it, and I said, we're gonna name you guys All for Metal.
Oh,
So let's make it so close to the label.
Yo,
let's
I
go
love
hand
it.
in hand, basically. So it was actually the idea of the label boss, and we were like,
I'm telling
let's
you.
do it. Perfect.
It's
That's
a good
very
fit.
cool,
You
man.
guys
Very
are selling out the final show at Vok, and he's gonna be like, I knew this was gonna happen. AFM and all.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
How do you
even
guys-
just playing Wacken as the first.
I know,
first
man.
year.
I can't even do.
Mind blowing.
Yeah,
Mind blowing.
it's gonna, dude. I can't even imagine how you guys are gonna.
Oh.
man.
Just
right
that
when
that energy,
you take
man.
the stage, man. It's
Oh.
gonna be so amazing, man. I'm so happy for you guys. Hey, how do you guys? We know you work out, take care of yourself. How do you take care of your vocals while you're out here on the road?
So I'm really thinking about I've already been on tours with the cover shows and all the things that I'm doing. Actually, here I have in my hands the things that saved my life when I'm on tournée. So this is like, first of all, is prevention. The word I like for every sickness. So always warm up before a show and not shouting, trying to smoke as less as possible and trying to drink as less as possible. Both things are really difficult to do. So in order to integrate that not healthy behavior, I have here, but this also TETZEL knows this. These are Galo Voice. These are really good for the vocal cords. It's like a cream that they are like tablets. Just so you suck it, and then it creates like a film over the vocal cords, and it cream it. It make it warm a little bit, and just like a cozy pillow for the vocal cords.
Like a cozy. That should be the commercial, man.
You should
Spoken
totally
like an Italian.
Instead, this is a steam machine. I was
Inhaler. I think
Inhaler.
it's inhaler. Yeah.
Inhaler,
I
but
have those.
there are little vials where there are like salty lotion inside. You put it here, and then
Oh, the saline.
Saline.
what is coming out from here. And there's and this is the shower. This is the shower. So
Wow.
you do shower, and then you put on the vocal cords, and then you go on the closing
fuck?
I
bell.
Oh,
love
man.
that. I love that.
Yeah, so you guys are doing it, man. You guys are doing everything, dude. I'm so fucking happy for you
I
guys,
know.
man.
It's
I
been
mean, of
so
course,
exciting.
guitar player practices his scales and finger stuff, and you
Yeah.
have to practice for your vocal cords as well. And as Antonio says, doing you even if you don't sing like every day, or at least for me every other day, I try to do the vocal warm up just to stay in kind of a routine, and then you sing along to the songs and just practice for yourself as well as every other musician has to do. So, and yeah, don't overdo it. Don't push too hard on tour. You can damage your voice really badly when you go too hard on the first shows. I mean, then it takes a lot of strain, of course, even more so for Antonio with all his very powerful high notes that he's doing. But also for me with adding all this vocal fry to the cleaner sound for me personally, it's clean singing. It's also something, and you also have all these effects, and you have smoke on stage and all the haze. Yeah, so you have to make sure that you stay in shape with your voice as well. Yeah, true.
Hey, have they made like any environmental smoke now? I would think, because I remember going to these old shows back in the 80s, man, and that smoke, it had that sweet smell to it, man. and you just take all that, you know, all that fog and that smoke in, and you're like, dude, what the hell is going inside of me, man? So I was wondering, since everything's like also like health conscious nowadays, maybe they've made like I don't know, like vegan smoke or something.
And back in the day, you were allowed to smoke inside in any venue.
Yeah.
And in Germany, you can't anymore. I don't know how it is in the US.
It's pretty much gone in every state, I think.
I don't think I've ever seen.
I think you can smoke outside the venue, like
outside,
but not inside anymore. Yeah. Well, Philip, do you have any closing words for our brothers?
Yeah, just thank you again. And the hard work you're putting in doesn't go unnoticed. And here explaining it, and strike while the iron's hot. There's a wave going, and this is truly a good thing for metal to bring it to another level, because it is entertaining. People are looking to be entertained after a few years of being isolated, and that they want to see not just people up there playing, but they want to see an event and a show. And I like how you guys are going that route, because it is, people are looking for something different than what was normally out there. And I think it's really, really great for metal and music, because again, not everybody listens to metal, but I've had friends come along and they'll hear songs and they'll be like, who is this? And it's just when you can have that connection with people who may not even be into it, or I know someone who's a theater person and they love the presentation of a band like Sabaton and things like that. So what you guys are doing is, it really does make a difference, because we do want to be entertained. And I remember your first interview you did on Fresh Roasted, Antonio, and it was, you said, I just want to entertain. Well, you're doing that now. People are coming up to you and talking to you, and both of you are, and it's really cool. You have a side project, Mellow Death. You come from a different aspect, but yet in this, you're creating something using outside influences to create something really cool. And like I said, it's really cool that you guys are promoting that within this genre of music, because it is festival music, and you guys will be closing a night down in the future of Wacken, and it's good. And just always know your steps you're putting in now. If it were easy, everybody would be doing it. So you guys are working hard to get there. You may not like freezing your ass off in the snow, but again, it makes a difference.
So I just want to say thank you one more time to you guys for having us, and also for anybody watching. I know it's going to be pretty hard to come by the first record in the United States because of all the distribution ways, whatever, but you can stream the songs, you can watch the YouTube videos, check us out on Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, whatever you guys are using over there. But this also helps the band, of course, get as many ears as possible, and spread the word. Just spread the fucking word. And if people know us and the people in Northern America want us, then there's a chance you'll get us.
Oh yeah. Mom.
I just first of all, I just want to say thank you to TETZEL for finally being able to meet you. It's such a pleasure. You are just as lovely as Antonio. Antonio, he's become one of our brothers. Welcome to our humble family. You know, I feel like I've known you for forever. I love what you guys are doing. I appreciate what you're doing, as always. Your music makes me fucking feel awesome. Makes me want to just like go out and, you know, raise my hammer and pop someone upside the head with it sometimes. But you guys make me feel great. And that's what's needed just everywhere. You know, that song, that band, that moment that makes you say, wow, you know, it's like a hug. So thank you both. I can't wait to just see where you guys are going to go.
Yeah. And for me, guys, again, and Antonio, I was thinking about this a while ago. This is your 4th time with us, man. I'm going to officially make you a Hall of Famer now, man. You're going to be the Fresh Roasted Metal, our first Hall of Famer, man.
I said I have to come to your barbecue.
That's right.
That's
When we get the barbecue fest settled, you got to play the barbecue fest, man. That's got to happen.
That's a have to.
You got to do it, man.
We're working hard on our end.
Yeah. We're going to get it done. So again, guys, thank you, man. Thank you again for always taking time out of your schedule to spend time with us. It's greatly appreciated, man. We wish you nothing but success, man.
July 7th.
We just wish you a great season of festivals and gigs, man. And we just can't wait to see where you guys go, man. So thank you again. We appreciate it
so much.
Thank you very much, and have a very happy birthday. Stay healthy. stay smiling and listen to metal, of course.
Yeah.
Oh
hell
yeah. All for metal, baby.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All
Oh,
right,
yeah.
guys. Well, that is the end of this edition of Fresh Roasted Metal. Man, again, if you haven't listened to All for Metal, please check them out on all their socials,
Yes.
man. They've got like 100 videos out now, I think. So yeah, man. Go watch their videos and follow the stories, man,
Yes.
and put them on your radar. We are so happy to be here.
Yes.
So
Put the
again,
word
guys,
out
if you
for the band, put the word out for the band. You hear, you like it, tell others, share it.
Hell yeah.
exactly,
man.
exactly,
That's
man.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
we'll see you guys next time, man. If you're still here with us, give us that big thumbs up. Just don't give us the finger. And if you'd like to subscribe to us, man, hit that subscribe button. Join the SGBC. You can come hang out with us while we're talking the Fresh Roasted Metal. It's a great time, man. We love all of you people, man. Thanks for always lifting us up and being cool to us. And we'll see you next time, man. Peace.
Peace.